What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm on Facecam. This is something that I only do once in a blue moon, but I wanted to come on here and I wanted to discuss some things that have been going on my channel as of the past couple years and even now till recent. I make a lot of mistakes in my videos, and today when I posted my top, the worst Pokemon I've ever typing for Scarlet and Violet, I was reading through my comments and someone told me that I forgot the rock type. And at that point in time, I'm like, you know what? I have to sit down and I have to address what has been actually going on and such. Bottom line, I'm a content creator with almost 600,000 subscribers. And when I make mistakes like this, they make my content look half-assed. They make my content look unprofessional. And three, it just makes the quality of the video go down even more. Bottom line, guys, I'm burned out. I really am. I've been doing content creation since I was 19 years old. That's about roughly 10 years of my life, almost a third. I'll be 30 pretty soon. I can't believe that I've even been doing it for this long. But it's just the fact, I'm burned out. And I have been for a little bit. I used to have an entire team of editors, that I had. I had writers, editors, just I had a staff. I don't do all this by myself, bottom line. If I did, I'd probably be Superman or Palafin hero form. But no, I'm burned out. And recently, I've actually had to step back up to doing editing myself. For the longest time, I had a team of editors that edited everything for me. I mean, yeah, sure. Like I wrote, I recorded my audio, but I mean, I haven't really edited a video myself for my channel for a long time prior to maybe about a month and a half to 2 months ago. So if anything, I'm getting back into the swing of things again. And I need to get better. These mistakes are not good. Regardless of if I'm burned out or not, I don't look good when I do this. It doesn't look professional at all. And I mean, I'm aware of the criticisms that I get. I read my comments. I get it. And you have the right to be frustrated. You really, really do. But when you're burned out and stuff like that, mistakes like this are obviously going to happen. Regardless, though, that's no excuse for the way how some of these videos turn out. It's just not good. And I wanted to apologize to all of you guys, that have been watching my content, for so many years. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the mistakes I've made in my vids, and I'm going to do better. I have to do better because, there are people that watch my content, they're looking for good Pokemon advice. And I'd say for the most part, I do a pretty good job. I'll pat myself on the back. But there are just some times where it's just not it. And some of these vids just, like the rock type. Come on, man. I can't believe I forgot something that was so in my face. And I let it freaking go past me. And, I also have a team right now. I have myself, another editor, and maybe a couple writers that help me out with my stuff. I can't do everything by myself, bottom line. Scripting 3 vids, recording 3 vids, and editing 3 vids is a lot for one person to maintain. It's like I probably would be in front of my computer for at least 60 hours. Right now for myself, I'd say I take up at least 50 to 60% of my workload. And even then, it's like with me not, really having, obviously, I've done stuff But before, when I had a team like, editing all my content for me, you start to get used to only really having the write and record audio. But it's like now, and I mean, like, when I would make a mistake like that, someone would be on my ass about it. Like, hey, like, you need to go back and like go and re-record that part. But it's like, I don't have that anymore. I only have me to look at those mistakes. And I mean, that also applies to if my writers or editors make mistakes. I can't blame them. I should be watching the content to make sure everything's correct. That still falls on me because I'm the creator. And anything that is a mistake on this channel bolsters my reputation. And it's not good. I'll say it again. It makes my content look half-assed and it makes it look unprofessional. Regardless of if I'm burned out or not, like, it's, some stuff, still has to change. And I need to do better. I need to get off my butt and I need to watch these videos more. I have to make sure, that all the writing's good. The research is good. One mistake can, I wouldn't say bolster like an entire video. Already made another mistake in that vid. Bolster is not the word you want to be using, Tiger. Ruins is the word you're looking for. So any instance where I say bolster, just think of ruins. Sorry. But I mean, it doesn't look good. I mean, on top of, in terms of like making mistakes and whatnot, I mean, content creation, has kind of like stressed me out. And I mean, like I mentioned before, I've been doing this like, for about 9 to 10 years of my life. And it's just, with the way how Mystic Umbreon, like, has performed in the past, which has been very, very good. Views have dropped a bit, but I mean, I get it. I'm like, I'm not here to complain about that. It is what it is. I can't control things that are out of my control. Views are something that I cannot control. Trying to play with an algorithm every week, trying to see if a video is going to hit, it can be taxing on the mental health. I'm doing pretty good. I will say I don't really share my personal life with you guys. It's because I just prefer to keep my life private. But I mean, I'm doing great. But just when it comes to content creation and whatnot, I've been feeling burned out for a bit. And that also applies, to all the other projects that I've started. I have a reputation for starting a project and leaving it unfinished. Mystic Zora, gone. Mystic Sage, gone. Tavachnary, gone. Mystic Reeds, gone. Arion, I might come back to that. It doesn't look good when you start all those channels and you don't finish it anymore. I get burned out easily. And that's something that I definitely need to work on as a creator. Because even though I've been doing this for a long time, there's still some things that I have to learn and I just have to accept. Not all the projects you do are going to do well. It takes time and it takes patience. And that honestly applies to anything in life that requires you to do hard work. Content creation requires a lot of work and dedication. I've been doing it for a while. And honestly, I'll just say it out loud and I'll be as blunt as I possibly can. There are certain things, that I force myself to do for the sake of potentially getting a lot of views. And I think I can also speak for a lot of creators in that department. Maybe not all, but I mean, I know for a fact some. And some content, like I really don't want to do, but I force myself to do it anyway because, I mean, it pays the bills. And I mean, I'm not going to lie, Mystic Umbreon still does pretty dang good. When I just started that many projects, I just got burned out. And one of the things, that I've always, struggled with is jumping into something without properly thinking, like, do I want to do this long term? Or am I just doing this right now, like in the moment for like a dopamine rush? And usually most of the time it's been for a dopamine rush. And, for the sake, like, of, making a little bit of extra cash. There are some things that I legitimately do enjoy. I love making best teams. Competitive content, I don't really particularly like doing a lot of it. I definitely have help, when it comes to doing my competitive stuff. And I also have, help, like, when it comes to like discussion vids. Basically, I have a team to help me out with a lot of the different things that go on this channel. I'm not the only one who does work on this channel. I'm not going to mention any names, but I mean, it's just, I want to thank my team, like, for sticking by me, and helping me out. It really, really does, mean a lot. But I just wanted to apologize, for my lack of inconsistency on my channels, stopping channels, not finishing up certain projects, and just overall just making half-ass content. There's no excuse for the mistakes that are being made here. And I mean, little baby mistakes, yeah, sure. But when it comes to not recording a single entry, that's absolute BS. There's no reason why that should be happening. And as a content creator, I feel like I've let my audience down in a lot of aspects. And I owe you guys a proper apology, for not being the best that I can and not being diligent in terms of double checking things and just simply putting in the extra time and the effort. Effort really, really does go a long way. And sometimes, like, I'll try and like rush through vids, like, try and get them out. And there's no excuse for it. And like I said before, it just doesn't make me look good. But anyways, I think that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. I just wanted to come on here and apologize to you guys face to face. And from here on out, I'm going to try my absolute best, to kick up the quality of the content, and try not to make as many mistakes. I guess while I'm here as well, as far as other projects go, like Mystic Reeds, Arion, Tavachinary, Mystic Sage, all those projects are gone. And also Mystic Umbreon Shorts, those projects are gone. I'm not going to be working on those any longer. I enjoyed some of the work, but it all came, I got burned out pretty easily, and they're done. I might come back to Arion, but if I do come back to Arion, I'm going to have to be very, very consistent with it. I have some ideas for that, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Thanks for giving me your time. I really, really appreciate every single one of you guys, for supporting my content over the past 9 years. It's going to be 10 years next year in 2024. It's pretty unbelievable. But yeah, thank you guys so much, just for watching the content. And I really, really appreciate, those of you guys that are still here and that are, that are still supporting me even now, especially for you guys that have been supporting me since the very, very beginning. Anyways, though, that's pretty much it. If I do decide to go on Facecam again, it probably won't be for a very, very long time. But yeah, you guys have a great day.